offer on your own or on a customized guided tour.
We have a group of volunteers that come in every week and they work on restoring Cabocean balm.
If we allow this plant to self-seed everywhere, it'll really take over the natural environment.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Timmer and you're watching The Sustainable Region. And today we're focusing on Metro Vancouver's regional parks. What better way to enjoy the summer than to get out into the great outdoors and so close to the city, like we're doing today at Burnaby Lake. From Bowen Island all the way out to the Fraser Valley, there's a network of 21 regional parks. One of the largest is on the North Shore surrounding the Capilano River. If you've never been, have we got a treat for you as our park specialist Candace Ng takes us on a tour.
Welcome to Capilano River Regional Park. Located just 10 minutes from Vancouver's downtown core, this park has something for everyone.
Capilano is one of the oldest parks in the region, and it has lots of things to see and do. World-class kayaking and fishing, over 23 kilometers of beautiful trails, the Cleveland Dam, a salmon hatchery, and indoor group camping.
So how did all these things become available to the public? Well, it all started with this man, George Grant Mackay. In the late 1800s, he bought 6,000 acres of land on either side of Capilano River, some of which is now part of this park.
Mackay's efforts as City Park Commissioner has given people today so many wonderful ways to take in our natural landscape.
You can enjoy all that Cap has to offer on your own or on a customized guided tour. For as little as $70, our knowledgeable park interpreters will take your group on a tour of our natural wonders, fish hatchery, or forest night tour. Not into a guided tour? Then take a short hike up to Cleveland Dam and see where about 40% of Metro Vancouver's drinking water comes from. The view's not bad either. You also don't want to miss one of Capilano's signature events, the Coho Walk. This family-friendly event takes place in early September and is a celebration of community efforts that help protect salmon habitat.
It's easy to get here, either by transit or just a 10-minute drive from downtown Vancouver.
So ask yourself, would you rather be here or here?
For more information about Metro Vancouver Regional Parks, visit www.metrovancouver.org.
Hi, I'm Robert Bateman. I've been playing around out in nature and painting nature all my life, but I got serious when I was 12. What we need to do in our society, all of us need to do, including me, we need to slow down. If there's a Metro Vancouver park near you, and I bet there is, get out there and enjoy it.
Welcome back to the Sustainable Region. Burnaby Lake is one of the many areas where dedicated park users can pitch in and help maintain these places that they really love. In this park, there's a program called Weed Busters, where volunteers are working hard to control the spread of invasive species like this one.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our weed busting party. Thanks so much for giving up your Sunday afternoon. Today, we have a mission. This is our foe, beautiful but deadly, or invasive in this case. We're going to be pulling purple policeman's helmet today.
Get about 8 feet tall.
Purple policeman's helmet are one of the invasives that we have in the park, and the reason for pulling is to ensure that we have a lot of diversity in the plants. If we allow this plant that's very aggressive to self-seed everywhere, it'll really take over the natural environment and it'll become almost a monoculture in the forest.
We need to get a handle on them because it doesn't go away. You know, there's no natural enemies. It's not gonna just, you know, miraculously go away. If you mow it down, it spreads. You know, if you ignore it, it spreads. So we really need to come out and actually physically do something.
It's like you like coming out to the parks, you like the forests, you like being in nature, but we won't have a lot of that left if we don't work to keep these things as clear as we can.
Volunteers are key to making Weed Busters happen. It's their initiative to help protect the park. The Burnaby Lake Park Association is a driving force in making this happen, and it's their man hours that really, and hard work and sweat and sometimes a little bit of blood if they get too close to the brambles, that really make this happen.
I grew up around here, so I have an attachment to this park, and I think it's really nice if there's something I could do to help maintain the park and the integrity of the species which live here.
Yeah, really. I don't have my own garden, so this is something a little different for me. And, you know, it's just nice to get out and be with the people and volunteer and get something useful done.
It's good exercise, lots of fresh air, and helps out the park a little bit, I guess, if you keep at it. But with the way this stuff grows, you got to keep coming back year after year.
Well, I came for the first time 2 weeks ago, and I'm doing it because I want to be outside and I want to do my part, you know, so better late than never. I really enjoy it, it's fun, and you meet great people.
Another load bites the dust.
I'm really proud of these volunteers. We are very fortunate to have a community around Burnaby Lake that cares about this place and wants to ensure that this wildlife is accessible to people for many more years.
Parks are for everybody, and if we don't take care of them, then they won't be there.
To find out what you can do to help protect the ecology of our parks, go to www.metrovancouver.org.
Welcome back to the Sustainable Region. Many of the trails here at Burnaby Lake are designed to be accessible to all park users. But there's more to be done. Metro Vancouver is involved in ongoing work to make all its parks more accessible, like the brand new playground at Boundary Bay Regional Park, where children in wheelchairs can join in the fun.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us today celebrating this wonderful playground and to take part in the 10th annual Sunday in the Park celebrating Father's Day. How many had the pancakes? Good, huh? Big fish flies if you got a good baby. I'm a going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing. My baby's going fishing too.
This $400,000 playground is a significant project, and the projects like this cannot be achieved without the help of many, many people. What a team, ladies and gentlemen, putting this together.
This is a first playground that is integrated for children of all abilities, and hence the name that we call it the Lions Playground for children of all abilities. So it doesn't matter able-bodied or disabled children. I will guarantee you that you watch children able and the disabled will learn to play together, and in time they will just be kids.
You can tell in the expression on her face when she watches other children play, and she couldn't kind of run up and join. And so, you know, you try to just mitigate that by carrying her, but she's getting heavier and heavier as the years go by, and it's not as easy, and the differences are more noticeable. So when children are all included and are able to play together, the differences become less.
Any opportunity where we can bring together kids, all kids, to play together, learn together, have fun together, exercise together, is a terrific opportunity, because of course the kids of today, like all these cute little faces I'm looking out at, are our future for tomorrow. And we're really teaching about community and about working together and about respecting differences.
Well, what it means for Nicola is she can play with other children. The park is completely accessible for her, and she can just get on the equipment by herself. And that 5 play is just a really important part of development for her. So I think that ability just to get on the teeter-totter or get on the swing is really important.
Projects such as this go a long way in helping us to achieve our key goals, which include expanding opportunities for outdoor recreation in regional parks and a commitment to use parks and green spaces to better engage children with nature. Design conveys a message. In this case, the message is, you are welcome here. Come on in and play.
City life can be hectic, but it doesn't have to be. An escape is nearby in Metro Vancouver Regional Parks. Peaceful, relaxing, restorative. With 21 regional parks in Metro Vancouver, there's a place in nature for you. Go to www.metrovancouver.org to find a regional park program near you.
Welcome back. I'm in the butterfly garden at the Burnaby Lake Nature House. And you know, Metro's parks are all different. Like Pacific Spirit, for instance, has a bit of everything, including a bog. The groundwater there is acidic and provides a perfect growing medium for unique plants like sphagnum mosses that absorb large amounts of water, and carnivorous sundews that draw their nutrition from insects. The action is low to the ground in this rare and beautiful place.
Back in 1929, the city of Vancouver put in drains around Camosun Bog. And they had to do this because the housing was encroaching on the area. It made what was a beautiful bog become very dry. Other plants started to come in, particularly hemlock trees. We took a lot of the trees out in 1991 and also lowered the ground in some areas and planted plugs of sphagnum moss, and our work is gradually changing from the actual initial restoration to more one of maintenance. We're in the west side of Vancouver in Pacific Spirit Regional Park.
Okay. Do you want to take out the stump now? Want to help me? Okay.
We have a group of volunteers that come in every week, and they work on restoring Camosun Bog, or bringing it back to what it was 50 years ago. Today, we've been working on our regular Saturday work party.
Oh, there we go. Good.
We have a lot of students coming into the bog from several schools. One of the members of our group interested her teacher in the bog, and the teacher has been coming ever since and bringing her students.
So this light color is the peat that we're trying to keep in here because it doesn't have a lot of nutrients. And this is the darker soil that we're trying to take out because it has too many nutrients. And it got here because the plants decayed and then it forms this kind of mud.
All sorts of people come to the bog. So we have people as young as 4 and as old as 86. We call ourselves the Crazy Boggers, and we're proud of the name.
Without volunteers, the park would not be what it is today. The Camosun Bog Restoration Group in the last 14 years have put an estimated 30,000 volunteer hours into this restoration project. That's an awful lot of volunteer hours they put in.
We are a member of the Pacific Spirit Park Society, which is a volunteer group that works with Metro Vancouver Parks. It's absolutely essential to have the assistance of Metro Vancouver Parks. They provide a lot of help to us. For example, our tea breaks, which are very much appreciated, they provide the financing for that. This is an exciting year for us. We're getting major modifications to the boardwalk, and also we're putting up signage. And we've been working on this with Metro Vancouver Parks and with the Musqueam Nation.
And so that's probably what's happened to 4 or 5 of those. See another one over there.
The volunteers, especially in this park, play a huge role, along with the Metro Vancouver partner, in maintaining this incredible wilderness park and helping people to appreciate nature and to recreate responsibly and to help to restore some of the natural habitat.
I love this place. I love the beauty, the peace and the quiet when I come in here. It's a very special place. And I feel I'm using some of my talents, and it's just been really exciting for me.
Hi, I'm Candace. Here's what's going on in Metro Vancouver Regional Parks. Looking for an adventure? Come to Bray Island Regional Park in Langley for outdoor adventure camp and learn kayaking, biking, survival skills, cooking, and stay for an overnight campout. The camp is for 8 to 12-year-olds and runs throughout July and August. From July to September, you can paddle with the beavers on the headwaters of Burnett River. The Beaver Wetland Paddle takes people on an evening canoe at Burnaby Lake Regional Park. See beaver lodges, spot bird nests, and learn more about our local beavers. The paddle is for ages 6 and up. On August 6th, come to Bats of Brevilla and learn about the nighttime world of bats at Dees Island Regional Park. Listen to their hunting sonar using a bat detector as they dash and dart in search of mosquitoes and moths. This event takes place between 7 and 9 p.m. and is for those ages 6 and up. Want to test your skills as a detective? Come down to Critter Capers, Case of the Missing Berries on August 14th at Tynehead Regional Park. Inspired by programs like CSI, this mystery will have you visit stations along the trail and examine evidence for clues. This free event takes place between 1 and 4 p.m. and is for ages 6 and up. To find out more about costs and registration or check out what else is coming up, visit our website at www.metrovancouver.org.
Welcome back to the Sustainable Region and the beautiful surroundings of Burnaby Lake Regional Park. We're at Piper's Spit, where the bird life is rich and varied. For that reason, dogs are not allowed in this part of the park, although there are lots of other dog-friendly areas. Metro Vancouver encourages dog visits at its parks, but there is a right way and a wrong way to do it, as dog owners found out at a recent event at Aldergrove Lake Regional Park.
Go big. Yes. Good boy. Woo, good boy.
It may look like it's all fun and games, but the Dog Days event at Aldergrove Lake Regional Park delivers a serious message that dog owners need to follow the rules when using Metro Vancouver Regional Parks.
I know how fun it is to take your dog out and just see them run free, but we need to balance that with the habitat that we're trying to protect, because we're blessed to have these gems, these regional parks, and we want them for dogs, but we also want them for the wildlife and the park users.
It's estimated that of the 8 million visits to Metro Vancouver regional parks every year, almost a quarter are made by dog walkers.
That's a big user group, and it's our job to balance those different user groups and make it a positive experience for as many people as possible, but also protect the habitat.
The basics? Keep your dog on leash unless in a marked off-leash area. There are 5 of them in the Metro Vancouver Regional Park System. Dogs are not allowed on beaches and they should not go into any creeks or streams.
That's especially important here at Aldergrove because we have 2 very rare endangered fish, the Nooksack dace and the Salish sucker.
Parks like Aldergrove also allow bikes and horses on some trails, and that can lead to surprise encounters. Here at the Dog Days event, a horse is on site to give dog owners an idea of how these animals might react to one another.
You know, being around dogs, and especially loose dogs, a horse's instinct really is to run.
Having horses and dogs on the same trail or bicycles, it can be a potential hazard where someone comes around a corner and they surprise the other. It does happen. So events like this, we're trying to address some of that.
And the most important rule of all?
Dog owners, we do want them to pick up the dog waste because there's some bacteria in it that could be harmful to people and other wildlife. In a nutshell, pick up your poop.
Welcome back. We're heading over to the North Shore again, to the Lower Seymour Conservation Reserve. The LSCR is not a park, it's actually part of the watershed system. But like a park, it offers plenty of recreational and educational opportunities. Recently, volunteers were shown how to help maintain the green roof on the water filtration plant's storage area.
Being Earth Day, we're here to celebrate those wonderful things that live naturally in this place. Part of days like today is to try and involve the public in becoming aware of some of the work that we're trying to do in that regard, but also to have some extra hands to help out with it. So we're grateful for your help to come and do some of those projects today. The Lower Seymour Conservation Reserve is a unique part of the 3 watersheds because it's actually open to the public. The others are closed and protected to safeguard our water quality. So because this is off drainage and the dam is 10 kilometers away from here, this area is open to the public. The filtration plant filters 1.8 billion liters of water a day. So of course we need some place to store it, and we've happened to build a green roof on top of this great big concrete structure. We have a number of volunteers that have come out to help us pull some invasive plants, as well as remove some of the large, the Douglas fir and the hemlock trees that are growing on the green roof of the clear wells here.
Okay, can you carry that to where the other ones are, my love? Don't drop it, okay? It's precious.
We need to remove them because they'll actually root down and break up the concrete of the clear wells. So while they're not invasive plants and they're important species in this forest, we need to remove them so that we can plant them somewhere else or donate them to another organization that will use them in landscaping.
These have really deep roots, the Douglas fir, Claire. That's why we don't want them up here, right?
No, because they break the sidewalk.
Yeah, they break the sidewalk. That's exactly what happens, honey.
This is a great opportunity for families to come out and involve their children in sort of a hands-on project that connects them to nature and to green spaces in their area.
We heard about this event and my wife heard about it, so we just decided to get the kids out of the house and get them out on an adventure, and it showed up. We didn't know what to expect, so yeah, it's beautiful. Super fun.
I learned that most invasive species, they're from other countries. They are there's only 1 or 2 which come from here.
We decided to come out because of Earth Week, and because there's so much that we can do and give back, and we take so much, so this is just a small portion of trying to kind of help for the future.
I don't know how many.
You don't know how many what, honey? How many trees?
Trees.
At least 50 you've done all by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have a nap after it.
We try and encourage people that are users of this place to also steward the land, and want to give them particularly opportunities to come and do that. Who doesn't like to get their hands dirty and have a little fun out here? So it's a great day to do that.
Daily life can be the same old, but it doesn't have to be.
This wildlife tree behind us?
Discoveries are nearby in the park programs of Metro Vancouver Regional Parks. Informative, inspiring, rewarding. Dozens of park programs are scheduled all year in Metro Vancouver's 21 regional parks. Go to www.metrovancouver.org to find a regional park program near you.
That's it for today's episode. There's lots of great regional parks to explore, and I'm sure there's one in your area. Let us know what you thought of today's show or suggest some story ideas. You can call us at 604-436-6794 or email us at sustainableregion@metrovancouver.org. For the Sustainable Region, I'm Vanessa Timmer. Thanks for watching.